Hi, very good morning to you. In life, one of the saddest event is to say goodbye. To say a goodbye to someone you love, someone who has been an integral part of your life, someone you shared a lot of memories with. I remember when I uh, met my elder brother for the last time. He died long back. Before he died, I met him a couple of months back, and in fact, he came to see me off at the railway station. And when I boarded in the train, and the train was about to uh, chug on the platform, he raised his hand and looked into my eyes. While the train was moving, he was also moving along with the train. He held my hand and said, "Chunnu, that's my name. Take care." I looked into his eyes and I had that strange feeling. Why he said so? He often says that to me because he was the one who used to see me off, and I, after spending my vacation, went to leave for my school or my college. But that particular moment when he said that, "Take care, Chundu," I knew something happened, and suddenly the thought came in, will I see my brother again? I don't know why it came, but it came. And he died 3 months back. In fact, he died 3 months after uh, that last meeting. It was a goodbye. It'll be always in my memory, but it was goodbye by default. That again happened when I met my father for the last time. It was August 16, 2012. I spent around a week with him after a very long time. I had a very, live and hate relationship with my old man. My father was very reserved in his uh, expression of emotions, and I knew he loved me, but he seldom expressed his inner and the most beautiful emotions that a father has for a son. But that particular week in August 2012 was very special. He said some of the things which he never said, and he was a very uh, tough man. In fact, a very strong man. I always admired, not only as a son, but as a person. And during that time, I never felt so close during that 1 week that I felt. He told me so many stories about his childhood. I knew he was raised by his uh, grandmother because he lost his mother at a very young age. So he told me stories about his grandmother, how emotionally attached he was, and what kind of life he had He also told me how once during his training in Indian Forest College at Dehradun, uh, he went to Missouri for a day out with his batchmates, and while coming back, the bus went without picking him, and he had to walk all the way from Missouri to Dehradun. It's around 35 kilometers, and on foot. Well, I never saw anybody walking on foot, but my father, the tough man he was, he walked that distance on foot, and I think he took around 5 hours doing that. So, well, that was one of the stories he shared. But the next day, when I left for Delhi, he came to see me off at the gate, and normally by that time he was having problem in his legs. He used to limp because the doctor has advised him knee replacement surgery, and he was adamant he won't have anything of it. He won't have anything of surgery because he was afraid that after surgery his situation will worsen. I used to tell him that, please, Papa, have this surgery. Your quality of life will improve. Well, he didn't agree. But the next time when I was about to leave, and someone, friend of mine, came to see me off at the airport. He came in. Normally, he didn't come to see me at the gate. He usually sat at his chair and gave my blessing. But that day, he came to see me off at the gate, and he hugged me tightly. And then he said that I'll come and visit you in Delhi. He never came, of course. He died a week after that. And when I sat in the car and I looked at him, he was waving his hand. I could see it till the car moved on that lane and then turned. That was a goodbye I said to my father. That will always remain in my consciousness. But that was again a goodbye by default. I didn't know that I'll not meet this man again, but that's what happened. So, goodbye are very sad. It's one of the saddest things you can experience as a human being, because the people with whom you say goodbye, they were the people who were part of your life, the people with whom you thought that you can never spend your think about your life, but well, everything ends, and then one day you need to utter that word, however nasty and unpleasant it may sound, the goodbye. So, goodbye yesterday when Irfan Khan, the Bollywood star, when he died, and the world had to say goodbye. I thought about this goodbye, my goodbyes, which I had to do with the people I loved. So, Irfan, of course, I didn't know as an individual. He was a celebrity and a public figure, but the kind of aura and the kind of acting and the kind of charisma he carried, he seemed like someone from my own family, to not only to me, but to most of the people who heard this news. So, guys, that's goodbye, and I don't want that anybody should have that opportunity to say goodbye to people you love, you should always remain with them. Why goodbye? Because when you say that goodbye, something little dies inside you. You're not, you do not die